Hey guys, Pearce Dietrich here from DraftKings TV. Let's take a look at the big race this weekend at Daytona. The first thing we want to look at are the price increases. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is up $10,300 from his normal average of about $10,000 last season. Now, you have to pay up for him because he's the best in the business at restrictor plate races. I'm kind of disappointed that he's not even higher. I wish he would have gone up to about $13,000 just to make DFS players squirm a little bit and make a tough choice. Where he stands right now, I expect Dale Earnhardt Jr. to be heavily owned across GPPs and 50-50s. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., he also is up, creeping out of that value range into kind of the middle tier. A lot of players are not going to want to pay up for a guy like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. But the fact of the matter is he finishes races at restrictor plates. And he also has a higher probability of winning. At the end of the day, I just need to get 6 drivers across the finish line. I don't mind paying up for a guy like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. A lot of DFS players are not going to want to pay up, and your natural instinct is to save. And that can be a problem this weekend. Let's look at Kevin Harvick. His price has dropped dramatically from his average of about $12,100 to down to $9,800 this week. Same thing for Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is down to $9,100 this week as well. Now, on the surface, it looks like a great deal. It's a discounted price, and that's due to the variance at restricted plate races. But this is not the steal of the century. I caution any DFS player who wants to stuff these guys into their lineup just because you can afford them. You're going to have to pass up on the marquee drivers and take the risk of some of the high ceiling drivers that are pretty cheap. Now, it's kind of crazy to think this, but there's going to be a lot of leftover salary at the end of the week. I could see the winning GPP lineup having $3,000 or more in unspent salary. I know this goes against your natural DFS instincts, but this is a weird week. This is a bizarro week. Next week, things return to normal. But for now, you just have to look at things differently and put yourself in the restrictor plate mindset. Let's look at my top picks. And again, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. He's the best in the business when it comes to restrictor plate racing. He's going to get out front, he's going to stay where it's safe, and he's the closest guarantee we can get to about 50 points, or even higher if he leads a lot of laps. Now, my next top pick is Martin Truex Jr., and it's for the exact opposite reason. I know it's the paradox that is restrictor plate racing. I got to take a guy who has high risk that's starting in the back of the field because I need place differential points. If you play all safe picks, you may get 6 guys across the finish line, but you're not going to score the place differential points needed to win the GPP. So I'm going with Martin Truex Jr., and the reason is he did this exact same thing twice last season. So my top picks pre-qualifying are Truex Jr. and Dale Jr. Well, that's it, guys. Make sure you check out the DK Playbook this week. We've got a ton of racing analysis coming your way. We're really going to pump it out, so check it out. Also for other sports as well. So that's it, guys. See you next time.